morning to everyone. This is A. Shubhangi Rao, working as an assistant professor in Department of Electrical and Electronics Engineering at MNR Institute of Technology. And in today's session, we are going to discuss about some problems on the coordinate system. So first we will start with rectangular coordinate system. We are going to cover these three coordinate systems in three different sessions. So today we will start with rectangular coordinate system. So in my previous sessions, I have already explained about the detailed discussion we have done on different coordinate system. But before we want to start the problems, we will discuss about the formulas. So let's see. We know that we are using orthogonal coordinate system where all the axes are perpendicular to each other. That means they are all at 90 degree apart from each other, right? So in case of Cartesian coordinate system, which is also called rectangular coordinate system, the vectors are x, y and z. That means if we want to locate any point in rectangular coordinate system, the coordinates would be x, y, z. If we talk about their ranges, the x will range from minus infinity to plus infinity. Y will also range from minus infinity to plus infinity, as well as Z will range from minus infinity to plus infinity. That means they all can extend from minus infinity to plus infinity. Now if we talk about vector differential length, for Cartesian coordinate system, it will be dl is equals to dxax plus dyay plus dzaz. Here we can also find out the magnitude of differential length. It will be under root of dx square plus dy square plus dz square. Now we see this is differential volume. It can be written as dx into dy into dz. Now if we talk about differential surface areas, we can understand that these differential surfaces would be something like this. So here for our system, we will have three surfaces. First one is this surface. You can see that this particular surface is on x-axis, means we can call it x constant surface or we can call it yz surface. That means this surface can extend in y and z direction, but it cannot move in x direction. It will not vary in x direction, but it can vary in y and z direction. So the surface area of this particular surface is dy dz and it is in ax direction. If we talk about constant y surface, that means this particular surface. This surface you can see it is on y-axis, but it can vary in x and z direction, but it cannot vary in y direction. So this is called y constant surface or we can call it xz surface. Its formula is dx dz and the direction is ay. If we talk about the third and the last surface here, we have this particular surface. You can see this is in z direction. Okay, this is on z axis. This will be in z direction and it can vary in x and y direction, but it cannot vary in z direction, right? So its formula is dx dy and the direction is az. So this is just the revision of the formulas which we have discussed already in the sessions which was on coordinate system. Now let's start some problems on rectangular coordinate system. To do these problems, we must know how we can find out the unit vector, also how we can find out the vector equations when 2 points are given, right? So we will see here. In this question, we have to obtain unit vector in the direction from origin towards the point P. Means The starting point is 0, 0, 0, origin. So x is equals to 0, y is equals to 0, and z is equals to 0. So this is the origin point. And the terminating point is P, whose coordinates are 3, minus 3, minus 2. So this is x1, y1, z1, and this is x2, y2, and z2. Now we need to find out unit vector in this direction. So what is the formula of unit vector? Basically, the formula of unit vector is, suppose this is O, this is the formula of unit vector. Means vector OP, because we are moving from O to P, this will be the direction. That means the formula is unit vector is given by A, and because it is OP, we can write it as OP is equals to vector OP divided by magnitude of OP, or we can call it as mod of OP. That means here in numerator we need to write the vector equation for OP, and in denominator we need to find the magnitude of that particular equation, right? So how do we do that? First we will find out OP. This is OP. So what we are doing here, because we can see that this is 0, 0, 0, this is 3, minus 3, minus 2. So x1, y1, z1, x2, y2, and z2. This is O and this is P. So we are finding out OP first. OP means we have to subtract the initial point from the terminating point. Means if we want to find out OP, because P is the terminating point and O is the starting point, we can write it as x2 minus x1 ax plus y2 minus y1 ay plus z2 minus z1 az. This is the formula. Now what is x2? x2 is 3 and x1 is 0. So that's what we have written, 3 minus 0, and ax is the direction or unit vector, plus y2 minus y1. What is y2? y2 minus y1 means minus 3 minus 0, ay, plus z2 minus z1. What is z2 here? Minus 2 minus 0. So upon solving, what do we get? From this equation we get 3ax, then minus 3 minus 0 means minus 3, and minus plus sign becomes minus, so minus 3ay. Similarly here, minus 2 minus 0, that means minus 0, then minus sign, plus sign will become again negative sign, minus 2az. So we are getting this vector equation or vector OP as 3ax minus 3ay minus 2az. So this is the numerator of this unit vector. Now we need to find out denominator of this unit vector. What is denominator? Magnitude of vector OP. Magnitude, or you can call it mod. So how do we find it? What is the formula? Its formula is OP is equals to under root of x2 minus x1 square. Here we don't write ax, ay, az, because we are finding not directions, only magnitude. This is y2 minus y1 square plus z2 minus z1 square, right? So what do we get here? What is x2 minus x1? 3 minus 0 is nothing but 3. Okay. What is y2 minus y1? Minus 3 minus 0 square means minus 3 square. Similarly, z2 minus z1 square means minus 2 minus 0 square, right? So when we will solve it, 3 square means 9. Again minus 3 square, it will become positive 9, and minus 2 square means again minus sign will become positive and 4. So when we solve it, it becomes 9, right? So when we further solve is 9, 9, 18, 18 plus 4, 22. And The under root of 22 is 4.6904. So now we have got both the values of numerator and denominator. So now we will put it into this equation. OP bar is equals to 3ax minus 3ay minus 2az divided by 4.6904. Now this, when we divide 3 with 4.6904, we get 0.6396. So it will become with ax. Then 3 upon again same 4.69, again we will get the same value 0.6396, but direction is ay. Then we need to divide 2 from 4.6904, so we get 0.4264 az. So finally we are getting unit vector as 0.6396 ax minus 0.6396 ay minus 0.4264 az. So this is the answer. We had to find unit vector by using origin and this point P. I hope this problem is clear to everyone. Next, let's take one more problem. Now we have 2 points given in this question. Point A is 2 to 1. Point B is 3 minus 4, 2. Okay. Both these points are given in Cartesian coordinate system. We have discussed in the previous session how do we recognize whether this coordinate is in Cartesian system or cylindrical system or spherical system. So by seeing these values, if there is no angle, we can understand that it is in Cartesian coordinate system, right? So let's come back to the question. So 2 points are given in Cartesian coordinate system. We have to obtain a vector from A to B, and also we need to find a unit vector directed from A to B. Okay. It is almost similar question, but it's good to practice as many as problems possible. So what do we do? Points are given. In the previous question, if you see, we had 2 points. One was at origin. Here both the points are non-zero points. So first step will be to write the equations of both the points by using their coordinates. Okay. So the first coordinates, the point A coordinates are 2 to 1, means x is 2, x1 is 2, y1 is 2 and z1 is 1. How do we write this equation? We will write vector A as x1 ax plus y1 ay plus z1 az. Similarly, we will write the equation for B. It will be x2 ax plus y2 ay plus z2 az. What is x2? This is x2, this is y2 and this is z2. Now these values we need to put into this formula. So this will become 2x1 2ax plus next is 2ay plus 1. So we can just write it like this, az. So this is the equation which we are getting with that, 2ax plus 2ay plus az. I have told you how we are writing this equation by using this formula, and second equation also we will write by using this equation, right? So again let's write the equation for B also. Now what is x2 here? 3ax, right? Then next is y2 is minus 4, so minus 4ay plus 2az, right? And these all are vectors actually. So we always should put this bar whenever we are writing any vector quantity. So now how we can write this equation? B is equals to 3ax minus 4ay, because this plus and minus becomes minus, plus 2az. So now we have both the vector equations for A and B, right? Now what we need to find? We need to obtain the vector from A to B. So basically we are again moving from A to B, means direction is from A to B. We are finding A, B vector, right? This is 2 to 1 and this is 3 minus 4, 2, right? So to find out vector equation, what do? We will write it as AB is equals to B minus A. Now what is B? This is B. Means, how do we write this equation? 3ax minus 4ay plus 2az minus a is 2ax plus 2ay plus az. So what we will get? AB is equals to, we will get 3 minus 2 means 1 ax, okay, plus minus 4 minus 2 ay plus 2 minus 1 az, right? Then what equation we will get? AB is equals to 3 minus 1 means 2ax minus 2 minus 4, they will be added, so it will become 6ay, right? And again this 2 minus 1 will become 1az. This is, I wrote it wrongly. This is 3 minus 2. So 3 minus 2 is, this is 1ax, right? So finally, which equation we are getting? This AB, right? So we are getting ax minus 6ay plus az, right? So this is our vector AB. Nice. Next we have to find out unit vector. Now what will be the unit vector? Unit vector is written as AAB is equals to vector AB divided by mod of AB. So vector AB we already calculate. Now we need to find out mod AB. How we will find mod AB? It will be under root of this equation, means 1 square plus minus 6 square plus 1 square again. So what we will get? 1 plus 36 plus again 1 means we are getting under root of 38, whose value is 6.16, right? So now we have the magnitude of this vector AB, right? Next what we will do? We have to put AB vector and mod of AB in this equation. So what it will become? AB is ax minus 6ay plus az and the magnitude is 6.1644, right? So when, what we need to do? 0.1 upon 6.1644 ax minus 6 upon 6 plus 1644 ay plus 1 upon 6.1644 az. On solving this, we are getting this equation, right? So this is 0.1622 ax minus 0.9733 ay plus 0.1622 az. So that is our unit vector, right? Now how we can cross check that the magnitude of this particular equation is 1 or not? That is why we are calling it unit vector. So we can cross check it by taking the mod of this equation again, right? Mod of this unit vector again. So that is the reason we are calling it unit vector. If its value comes 1, it is unit vector. So when we are solving it, we are putting it like this, we are getting the value 1, right? I hope with this question, with these two questions, you understood how we are finding out unit vector as well as vector for rectangular coordinate system. Let's take one more example. Now here we have 3 points given in Cartesian coordinate system, A, B and C, right? A is given as 3 minus 2, 1. B is given as minus 3 minus 3, 5. C is given as 2, 6 minus 4, right? In this question, we have to find out the vector from A to C, okay? Then we need to find out unit vector from B to A, okay? We have to find AC here. We need to find out unit vector means we need to find A, B, A. Also, we need to find out distance from B to C, right? So, we will find out the distance. We can find out by using mod also, but that will be magnitude. We can find out the distance, and then we need to find out the vector from A to the midpoint of the straight line joining BC, right? So, let's start it one by one. The position vector for this given point is this. Just like second question, we need to write equations for A, B and C, right? So A we can write as 3ax minus 2ay plus az, okay? B we can write as minus 3ax minus 3ay plus 5az, and C can be written as 2ax plus 6ay minus 4az, right? These three equations we can directly write from these coordinates, right? So let us take first one. We need to find out vector from A to C, right? Vector from A to C means we need to find out vector AC. So we already have discussed AC means we will write it as C minus A. C minus A means what is C here? This is the C equation and this is the A equation. So how do we write? This minus this, this minus this and this minus this, right? So how do we write? 2 minus 3ax, okay, plus 6 minus 2 ay plus minus 4 minus 1 az, right? So on solving, 2 minus 3 means minus 1 ax, 6 minus 2 means 6 plus 2 means 8 ay, and minus 4 minus 1 means 5 az. So this equation vector AC we have got as minus ax plus 8 ay minus 5 az, right? So this is the answer of first question, right? Next, we will find out the unit vector from B to A. How do we find unit vector? B to A means we will write BA divided by mod of BA. So to solve it, first we need to find out vector BA. Vector BA means A minus B, right? So how do we write A minus B? A minus B can be written as 3 minus 3ax, okay, plus minus 2 minus 3ay, then already it is minus, so minus minus will become plus, okay. This will also become minus 3 minus 3, it will also become plus, okay, plus this can be written as 1 minus 5az, right? So on solving this equation becomes 6ax plus ay minus 4az. Now this is the numerator. Now we can find out denominator also. For denominator we need to take mod of this equation. That means we need to take square root. So 336 means 6 square. This is 1 means 1 square plus this is minus 4 means minus 4 square. So we are getting 7.2801. Now we can put it into this formula, okay. After putting into this formula, this equation will become this 6ax plus ay minus 4az divided by 7.2801. When we solve it, we get this equation. 0.8241 AX plus 0.1373 AY minus 0.5494 AZ. This is the answer of second question. Now we need to find out the distance between these two, right? So as I said, we can find out by taking mod of this, right? But that will be magnitude, which is nothing but the distance, right? So we need to find out distance between BC. So to find out distance between BC, first we need to find out the vector BC. So what is vector BC? It will be C minus B. What is C here? Let's go back to this equation. C equation is this: 2AX plus 6AY minus 4AZ. And what is B here? Minus 3AX minus 3AY plus 5AZ. Means we need to find out C minus B. Okay, so how do we write this? We will write it as 2 minus minus 3 AX plus 6 minus minus 3 AY plus 4 minus 4 minus 5 AZ. So when we solve it, we get this equation: 5AX plus 9AY minus 9AZ. Right? Now as we need to find out distance, distance means we need to find out nothing but the magnitude. We need numerical value. So we are going to take mod of this, and when we take mod of this, this equation becomes 5 square plus 9 square plus again minus 9 square. And we get the answer as 13.6747. Right? This is the answer of third question. Right? Now we have to find out the vector from A to the midpoint of straight line joining BC. Suppose this is the line joining BC, okay, and we need to find out the vector from A to the midpoint of straight line. For example, here somewhere A is there, and we need to find out this, right? So, okay, this is A. So what we need to do here, first we need to find out the midpoint of the BC. And how do we find the midpoint of BC? Okay, suppose B is this. Okay, for now we will take it as x1, y1, z1, and this is x2, y2 and z2, right? So this will become, we will write this equation in this manner, and to find out midpoint, this can be written as x1 plus x2 by 2, comma, means this is x1, this is y1, this is z1, this is x2, this is y2, this is z2. So this midpoint is nothing but x1 plus x2 by 2, okay, comma, y1 plus y2 by 2, comma, z1 plus z2 by 2, right? So this will be the midpoint. Now what are these points? Now the equation is this, this and this. So these points are x1 is minus 3, x2 is 2, means minus 3 plus 2 by 2. Okay. Then for y2 what we will write? Minus 3 plus 6 by 2. Then for z we will write 5 minus 4 by 2. So we get these coordinates, and these are the coordinates of this midpoint. Means exactly between B and C, this is the midpoint, and the coordinates are this: minus 0.5, 1.5 and 0.5. This is x, this is y and this is z. Now what we need to do, we need to find out this distance. Let us take this midpoint is D. Okay. So basically what we need to find out, we need to find out a vector from A to this midpoint. Means we need to find out AD. Okay, AD means D minus A. Now what is D? D is minus 0.5, and what is A here? A is 3. A is 3. 3 to minus 1. Okay, I will write 3, 2 and minus 1. These are the points of A. Okay, so D minus A means minus 3 ax. Okay, plus what is d, y of d? This is 1.5. So 1.5 minus 2, because this is minus 2 here. This is minus 2, right? This is ay, plus what is z? 0.5 minus 1 az. So that is how we are going to write. And upon solving, what we are getting? Minus 3.5 ax plus 3.5 ay minus 0.5 az. Right? This is the answer of fourth point. Okay. So I hope by these three problems, you people understood like how we are going to solve the problems based on rectangular coordinate system. Right. Thank you very much.